Hi everybody, it's Julie. So today I did a couple things to get things ready. I have this, it was an Easter card, and I went ahead and I've already added the pattern tissue to it, and I had it come around to the front. I really liked this green edge, and so that is done. So we've added tissue. I have my stamp set up and ready because I've already prepared some of it. My paint is already painted. It's already squirted into my little goodie here. I have my paintbrush, and so we are going to start. And I'm going to actually put a couple of pieces of paper in here. So I will have this paper. This is the paper that I want to stamp on to show you. So I'm going to leave that one there. And then, what else do we have? I don't want to accidentally get anything. It's like, find something that it doesn't matter if... Okay, so we got a picture of a dining room. Interesting. Put that in there. I'm just stacking it up, and I'm giving a little bit of a stamp pad underneath for this one, just because I noticed that I was having trouble with my... I think I need new ink. Okay, so there we go. And this is the one I'm going to put in. Show you my the first attempt. So we are going to grab our ink, and I'm just going to check real quick and see. You know what? I have the stays on. Let's try that, because it might be juicier. It might be juicier. We're going to move the paint up here, and I'm going to go ahead and put ink on my stamp. I thought I bought a new archival ink pad, but I haven't found it. So if I did, I don't know where it's at. So I need to get one of those things that you rub around to make your stamp image go down. The cool thing about this little goodie here is usually, if I hadn't moved over, I would be able to go right back on top of it. Do you see what happened? It moved over because I did not tape it down. I'm going to go ahead and tape it. I wasn't going. I was trying to go for the lazy. Okay. So you might have one of the ones that has the magnets. That I think would be cool. I do not. Okay. So we'll put some tape there. And I'll put some over here. And apparently that stamp pad is not happy either. So I'm going to, let's not get the paint all over the place, especially onto the, welcome to the messy desk. Okay. Pull it towards me. Okay, so this is a distress ink pad. Let's hope. Let's hope. I'm going to stand up. Let's see if I can get the pressure all around. This is a magnolia stamp. So if I wanted it a little darker, I can go ahead, because it's in the goodie here, we can go ahead and stamp again right on top of it. Now, the way it had moved, not so much. There we go. Okay, so I have my stamped image. Okay, and I can go ahead and close this, move all that, and we're going to go ahead and paint where the magnolia is. Okay, so this is our large file card, and it is our stamp, paint, stamp. Stamp, paint, stamp. So large file card, stamp, paint, stamp style. Okay, so this is a new thing for a challenge. And so we're going to come in here and just where the white flower is, we're going to use white paint. And if your paint is not super opaque, that's okay. So, yeah, so it's kind of, I'm having to take time away from making recipe book kits, but oh my gosh, I'm having so much fun. If there is a specific theme that you would like a set of a recipe kit, let me know. Things that I've already made kits out of, because then I already have the artwork, and I can go ahead and put them together. So you all know I have a thing about painting or coloring in the lines, right? This is this is really hard for me. Who makes these challenges anyway? So what is your favorite thing that you've done for our challenge this month that was something new? I'm curious. We had a lot of new things. I'm going to go ahead. I think this was a blossom down here, so I'm going to go ahead and paint it white, and then we'll go ahead and set that aside and let it dry. I do want to at least get the paint off the brush. If you don't know, I do not have water on my table, so okay, so this one, we'll set it aside and let it dry, and we'll be back. I'm still waiting for it to dry. Think we can make something else? Let's see. Okay, so next I'm going to work on my stitched embroidered journal card while I'm waiting for the magnolia to dry. So I hope you enjoy this. And I want to use this little goodie right here. This is part of the folio kit that the Patreons received for their one of their fall kits. I say one of because apparently I like fall kits, because they got a couple this year. They got a orange and black kit that is absolutely beautiful. It's one of the watercolor kits, and it has roses in it. Just absolutely beautiful. And remember, if you are a Dear Julie Patreon, that is waiting for you in the Patreon. So I wanted to strengthen this, okay? And so I've used the glue. I'm going to come over here. And this is something that you can do, but you do want a thicker paper, okay? So that's why I'm adding the cardstock to this, is you definitely want the thicker paper. Okay, and I did not say what size journaling card. Okay. Okay. We have this little place that will fold over. Okay. And then this will also fold over. Okay. Fold over, fold over. Okay. It isn't that something, it almost matched up, but not quite. Okay. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to embroider on this here. And I'm just going to do Julie knots because I can't do French knots. So I do my own way of getting them done. If you want to see how to really do this, check out Big Mama. she embroiders on her journals every once in a while. It's absolutely gorgeous. Okay. So, yeah, you get to use any thread. And I'm going to just add... I could add a daisy, okay? So if I take this and tape it, I might be happier, right? Maybe not. The thing is I just don't want the mess. Okay, so I'm going to come up and I'm going to go back through the hole here. Now somewhere I have a little tool that will set up a daisy for me that was a gift a while back. So when you're looking for something to be able to do, especially if you're primarily doing like junk for a journal, this is one of the ways that you can do that, is by adding some stitched embroidery. And you don't have to do flowers. I did not say flowers. I just said add embroidery. So you could literally do a stitch around the outside. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and make my hole from the front, because I can see where it needs to be from the front. Can't tell from the back. And I'm going to just go ahead and do that, and then go back down. Okay. I could do a lazy daisy, so where there's just the 3 petals. Okay, so then I go back down. And then I come and go, okay, I'm going to want my hole to be about right there. And then I come back and I come back to the back. Okay. And you can see how cute. How cute is that? Okay. And then I might want to have like a blossom. So we're gonna pretend like there's a blossom. So this is how I do mine. I make my spot right there. It doesn't always work. Okay. I'm trying. Okay. And then we should have a knot. See that? That'll give me a little white bloom. Look at that. Maybe we'll do another one. You can always just go ahead and tie a knot. But you got to get it down there really close to where it's going. Okay, like that. It looks like little clovers. Okay. Okay, so we have a little lazy daisy and 3 little goodies, and then we had one spot that kind of, I'm just going to close. Okay, so there we go. I like it. I like it. I like it. So you can do other colors too. I'm going to tie this off. So, tie off. I'm just tying off my ends. Okay, there's that. And then you could take your tracing wheel and go along that and figure out where it needs to be. I just think it needed a little more added to it. Oh. Okay, so this will give us, when I'm finished with this, we'll have 2 things done today. So, off of our list. Yay! Okay, so the pre-drilling the holes here is very helpful. It's even more helpful if I'd gotten my new glasses, gone to the doctor and got my new glasses. I haven't done that yet. Okay, we even could have had this closing the bottom. There we go. Okay. I don't want it to stick out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue that string down. Oh, I'm getting so excited about these recipe books. Next, I have to figure out how to get my mom's recipes onto the into the book. So, if you're a VIP, I am still adding to the antique kit. okay, because I want to do a couple of long tags that are also recipe cards. I think that that would be kind of fun to have in there as well. Now, I'm gonna cover this, and the whole reason I'm gonna cover it is to keep it from touching the strings. So I'm just looking for a piece that we can add. It's always something, right? It's always something. Oh, there's my misfit that I had put together because we were gonna, and then I slept through the misfit. I was tired, and then, so I was tired, and then I couldn't sleep that night. I was up till midnight. And you know, we get up at 3:30 in the morning, so that was really, I'm going to say stupid. So last night, Tom made me warm milk. I got in the hot tub. I was like, I cannot, I have to sleep. So, no more naps in the middle of the day. I'm not a good napper, so no more napping in the middle of the day. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this all the way around, right up to the edge. I want to make sure I'm good on the edge. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and leave a little bit off that top edge. Okay. I'm going to go all the way up to this edge. We'll leave some off the top. Okay. And then we're going to come back with this. And we're going to go like this. Like, oh, I was going to leave that top open. Huh. Okay, leave the top open. We'll go down through here, across here, across here. Okay, we'll close this. Okay, and then I'm going to close this, and I'm just going to make it so that, I mean, you can go ahead and tuck something in there, but I'm gonna close it, the actual pocket off. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so now we'll come down here and close, take this. This is just a book page. Okay, this is what the front looks like. And we'll go ahead and make sure that that glue goes right up to the edge, because we want to be able to get in here without. Okay, so we have this opening. It will be perfect for like a ticket. Okay, I'm not going to use a ticket in it because but that will be perfect. Okay, so here's my journaling card. I've used thread. This I've used my Dear Julie Julie digital, and now I need to add some other things to it from our list. And then also remember, you can use the things from that we have all the time. So your washi tape, your envelopes, your book page, which we used a book page in there. It's a book page with no pictures. And yeah, so book page and tape. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of tape up here at the top. I know, I'm shocked too. It's because I took it out. So we'll go ahead and add the washi tape. Okay, and you can add that because of the, oh, should we add a flower to our flower pot? I've got a sticker, so we can add a sticker. Okay, so we add a sticker. I do have, oh, I like that. Okay, some old lace. So your thread is from your binding kit. Okay. So we have old lace, washi tape, thread. Okay, you know what? I think I'm like, I have, oh, this is the gold one. Still going to be able to put something in the pocket down here. But what if we add this one? Okay, so we add this. Let's see if we can get, okay, I'm going to go ahead and go over from this angle. And remember, this is closed. This is where the opening was this time. I'm going to use the stapler, and then don't worry, Big Mama, I am putting these down, especially when you've gone through something big like that. You want to make sure that you've got it so nobody will get hurt on it. So there, and then so this will have a place that you'll be able to put something back here. I missed you. I even have a, your job many times worse. And you can write in that. Okay, so my pocket has something in it. Doesn't mean that needs to be what it is. Okay, so I have this. Now the really cool thing about the one that I have is I can use the hole punch, and I can get something to go in there. It's the wrong. Oh, what if we go on here? Ah, the girl in the, okay. The girl. That's Ashley. That's our Ashley. And that will fit right in there. Oop. Okay. We can glue. So this was our gold from the Gold Flakes video. We added gold flakes. There you go. So we've got our something gold. We've got our something gold and oval and round item. Okay. So we're good. We're good. We got a lot going on here. And then let's see. Well, for right now, I'm going to go ahead and fold this in half. And you know what? I've got a little room, so I'm going to fold it so it's not quite straight, like that. Okay, so like that. And then I'm going to put that up in here. Because remember, you don't, I didn't tell you you needed to fill all your things, but I like to have all my pockets filled, even if it's just with little things. Okay, so there we go. I love this. I mean, I really, really like this. And so, yeah, so this is my embroidered journal card. Stitched embroidered journal card. Okay, I made mine out of the folio, and so we've got a little place here. I've added this in here, so that gives you some journaling space. I've stitched here and I stitched here. So either one of those is, I mean, you can, like I said, you can just go ahead and stitch like I stitched. I added some washi tape, some lace. We've got our gold and something round, as well as a sticker. We're all covered. So yeah, I really like that. I think it's just kind of fun and a little different. Okay, so that is my stitched embroidered card. Almost dry. Okay, so we are dry. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Finish up the stamp, paint, stamp file card. And put this back in. Okay. So that's down. Okay, I think we're good. Go ahead. I hope so. Okay, so we'll go ahead and ink this again. Okay, so really good inking. And I'm using Scorched Timber. Okay. And then we'll come back and go over the top of where we have our paint. And I think we can do one more. Stamp, paint, stamp. I would do several of these and have them ready because you have to wait for the paint to dry. So, and of course you could just do it on a plain piece of paper or something. Oh my gosh, I love the way that turned out. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. There we go. Okay, so remember, I'm planning to use this on this. Okay, and I am going to go ahead and let's see, it's going to go this direction. So I'm going to want to rip this a little bit. Okay, so remember my page, this is out of a greeting card. It's the back. I've added that to the back, and I want to go up into the green. Let's see, so if I carefully take this. I'm going to save that because it's got the tape on it. Okay. Okay. And I don't really want these words. Okay. So I'm going to come down and I'll put something, probably put something across there. Okay. And then I'm going to leave this tape over here. Look at that. I love the way that turned out. So this is when I was practicing and I messed up on that side. So yeah, so then I'm going to glue this down. So I've used stamp and paint. Remember, you get to use all your mixed media. And you could use a paint pen or paint. I actually have been having fun with the acrylic paint pens when I was doing the journaling conference. Okay. So there. Okay. Open stock paper. And the card is trash. I've got tissue. I've got paint and stamping. And let's see, what else do we have? I do have that piece of lace. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to do that. Put that piece of lace on up there. I know that where this is going, it's gonna, so I stuck that in the glue because, you know, there's always too much glue. And that way, when I bring it over to where I'm going to put it down, we'll be good. We'll be good. Okay, so now we've got this. And I'm like, I'm going to put it like that. You know me, I like to use my scrubs. So we've used washi. Lots of trash this time. I mean, lots of junk. What's your favorite junk to use? I think scraps is my favorite. And then, of course, packaging. I love to use packaging. So this is my stamp, paint, stamp, large file card. And I think we could use some gold here. Does anybody know where the gold fingernail polish has moved to? I moved it. I moved it. It got a new home. Oh, look, I can't believe I actually found it. Of course, I'm knocking everything else over. Not wait till I can. Okay, so we're adding my favorite gold fingernail polish. They don't have it anymore, so I've been looking for it other places. We used to get this at the Dollar Tree. And so I'm just going to add that as my any gold right there. Squeaky mama's chair. Okay, I love it. I love it. It is a large file card and it will go into my journal. And I think it's going to go into my large tag flip that I made a pocket. I think it'll fit perfect like that. And you can write on this side and you can write over here. And I love it. I love it. It's simple, but Really cool. And again, I would probably make a bunch of those. If I was making them again, I'd just make a bunch. You know what? What if we put this up here? Straightforward-ish. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Stamp, paint, stamp. There we go. Okay. I think that is really fun. I have another one that I can do because I, like I said, do more than one because you have to wait for them to dry. You have to wait for it to dry. You might as well have a few others ready. Or you can just set them aside, and while they're drying, you can make something else. So today we did the file card with the stamp, paint, stamp. And I also made my little journal card with the embroidered or stitched part on it. So, yeah. And don't forget, we did the extra paper in here. So this is not getting caught up on the embroidered items. I love it. So what do you think? Find something to celebrate every day. Can't wait to see your stamp, paint, stamp and your embroidery. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.